Hi, I just wanted to come and share my story with you. I recently, about 6 months ago, launched my online boutique, simpletlittlepearl.com, and I just wanted to share with you my story, kind of explain the mission behind it. But I love to share my story. I love to, there's a lot, obviously, that we go through in life, and I found that writing was just a beautiful way for me to give encouragement, to let you know that you're not alone, that I've gone through some things that could help you throughout your life. And so I just found that starting a blog was a really good outlet and a way for me to do that. So in 2022, I started a blog called simpletlittlepearl.com, and it was just basically that, to share stories, encouragement, to share scripture with you. I love the Lord with all of my heart, and I serve him and have served him for all of my life. And he's given me so much wisdom and knowledge and understanding about things that have happened throughout my life. And so I love to share that as best as I can and as much as I can. So I started that, and then just started to get stirred up from there. I have always wanted to have my own boutique, just to have a place where I can have girls come in and feel beautiful, feel at rest, just have a good place to come and be at peace. So it's still a vision of mine, but to be responsible financially, I decided just to do an online platform first. So I've been doing that for about 6 months. I did a lot of research before setting it up. I've done everything on my own as far as building my website, finding the right platform to do that with. I've done it through Shopify, and I've realized I haven't ever really been huge in social media, but that is my life now. And so this is just another outlet for me to come to you and let you hear my story, be inspired. I do have clothes and jewelry. I've always loved fashion, and I kind of have a little quirky style, and so I love vintage, all things vintage. I love being a junker, which is just going out to flea markets and thrift stores, and so I'm using that. The last Thursday of every month, I have a thrift haul that I drop. So I have new things, vintage, old things, all kinds of stuff. And then I also have a place to share my heart in my blogs with you. So that all started 6 months ago. And I love it. It has been super hard. I am a single mom of 2 beautiful little boys, and so I found myself at the end of last year just really being tugged to stop working at the job that I had, not knowing really what was next for me. I applied for some jobs, and nothing panned out, and so I was like, well, I've always had this dream, so I'm going to go for it. And so I've done that, being the breadwinner of my home, and not bringing in bread has been quite the journey. When people ask how my business is going, I'm just like, it's strengthening my faith is what it's doing. It's strengthening my faith. I don't recommend doing it unless you absolutely know that the Lord is calling you to that, which I have felt. I have had several words given. I've had a beautiful confirmations through this process of him just giving me little ideas and So, and even doing this, I feel like this is something he's been pulling me to, and I've been very hesitant in doing it. But I am taking a step. And so a simple little pearl was built from my grandmother. She started this whole little thing in me. My mom used to have an antique store and a tea room, and so I worked there when I was in high school. And my grandma used to do the cooking, and so we would always have long conversations, and she would, throughout the conversation at some point, always just shake her head and say, "Pearl, Pearl, what a girl." And I've loved that. I love that saying. I love my grandma. Me and her became beautiful friends from that work experience, and we stayed very close, and she spoke a lot into my life. And so just the combination of my mom's love for antiques, which then she passed down to me, and then having my grandma, in my brain, giving me wisdom and knowledge and everything in life, I have developed this beautiful, a simple little pearl. And it's basically, I went through a long period of my life not really knowing my worth, and so it was a revelation that the Lord gave me through a really long, hard process that I went through, and at the end of it, he let me see how he views me. And man, when you are able to just grasp a little bit of a glimpse of the love that the Father has for you and how beautiful he created you to be, it's so hard just to keep that in for yourself. And so I had to share that with whoever needs it, because I know so many times in this world, from girls to women, you just struggle with that. There's so much out there, so much comparison, and things out there that can be spoken over you that could just really take away your value. And I'm here to give it back to you if you've seemed to have lost it. So the mission of A Simple Little Pearl is just to let you know, just as with the process of a pearl, which I researched, and it was so beautiful, where you have this little oyster, and there's all these little particles and irritants that enter into the oyster piece by piece, and it's the oyster then puts this stuff, and it ends up being all sticky, and through time this beautiful pearl treasure is formed. And it really just spoke to me to know that all the little things that come into our lives, whether it's by our own doing or other people's doing, that it really can become something beautiful, something that you can share with somebody. It's like your mess can become your message. And so what once was an irritant to that little oyster now becomes its treasure. And that's the same with you. No matter what has come against you throughout your life, I know numerous things have and will continue, to not be discouraged, but see those things eventually as something beautiful that you can share with somebody else to give them hope. There was a season that I walked through, and that was something the Lord really showed me, is that everybody needs hope. And the only way that they'll get hope is through a story. And you are their story of hope. It's just like the Bible. The Bible is full of stories of hope. And that is what me and you need to continue to share, is just hope, to know that no matter what happens, you can keep going, you can keep living, you can keep getting up and sharing your story. Because as the word also says, that we are made overcomers by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So stay tuned to A Simple Little Pearl. Go visit the website, asimpleLittlePearl.com. See all the beautiful treasures I have, whether they're vintage treasures or new treasures, and then also just be encouraged inside by the beautiful blogs that I've shared with you. So I hope you enjoy this journey with me. I don't know where it's going to take us, so just stay tuned. Y'all have a good day.